There's an auditorium in Shreveport that played a huge role in launching the careers of some of the country's greatest musicians.
In the 1950s, almost everyone had heard of the Louisiana Hayride. Today, the memories of those great performers still echo through the old building.
Dave McNamara takes us there in tonight's Heart of Louisiana.
It is said that if you were to have stood in this building at the right moment in time, that you would actually see music change, the face of music change for the whole country right in the Shreveport Municipal Auditorium because of people like Hank Williams, Johnny Cash, and of course, Elvis Presley.
He's only 19 years old. He has a new, distinctive style. Elvis Presley. Let's give him a nice hand.
It was 1954 when Elvis made his first appearance on the Louisiana Hayride, a weekly live concert that was broadcast on radio from the Municipal Auditorium in Shreveport. KWKH radio announcer Frank Page introduced the young singer.
Elvis, how are you this evening?
It's fine. How you, sir?
Elvis had just recorded his first record on the Sun label.
Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right with you.
In an oral history recorded for LSU Shreveport, Page talks about the decision to put Elvis on the Hayride stage.
We thought he sounded different, So we said, let's try him out and see what happens. Well, you know what happened. But it drove the older people away and the young ones came in.
Well, you may go to college.
Elvis became a Hayride regular for the next year. The rising star packed the house.
The crowd just went nuts. And then the younger crowd, every time he'd come and play, it was packed out.
Guitar legend James Burton started playing in the Hayride's house band when he was 14 years old.
I mean, a lot of singers I didn't know that well, but I had the opportunity to work with them and meet them back in those days, and it was fantastic.
For 10 amazing years, from 1948 until 1958, the Louisiana Hayride was known as the Cradle of Stars. Not only Elvis, but country and rockabilly greats like Johnny Cash and Hank Williams spent their early years performing on this stage.
Because it was kind of the birthing time for everybody to go on to things like the Grand Ole Opry and to bigger and better things, but they could actually reach a wider audience with the Louisiana Hayride.
While he was playing the Hayride, Burton wrote one of the most recognizable rock and roll guitar licks.
And every night we'd play the clubs around Shreveport. I was underage. I had to get a permit to go play. And we would play this little instrumental, and it was like the biggest draw of the night, man. Everybody wanted to hear it over and over, over and over.
That little riff was the beginning of the hit song Susie Q. Burton left Shreveport and the Hayride and toured the country with Ricky Nelson.
Hello,
Then he got a call from the King.
Elvis called me back in '69 and asked me to put a band together.
On lead guitar is James Burton.
But I was there the whole time, '69 up till he passed away, '77. He was a great guy, man. He was just a really down-to-earth person. He was a good Southern gentleman, he was a great guy. And the music, of course, the music, and what a great singer and performer.
Burton still tours and records with some of the biggest names in music. He's been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Down in Louisiana.
And he has returned to his hometown, setting up a recording studio directly across the street from the Shreveport Municipal Auditorium. Out front on Elvis Presley Avenue, there is a statue of two famous musicians who made their mark in Shreveport.
They always ask me, who was your favorite entertainer to perform with? They were all my favorites because they were all good, they were all different, and that's what makes it the music business so great, is everyone is different.
And so many of those musicians got their big break on a Louisiana stage that changed the face and the sound of American music. With the heart of Louisiana, Dave McNamara, Fox 8 News.
The Shreveport Municipal Auditorium is still used for concerts and other functions, including an occasional benefit concert by James Burton and his musician friends. For more information, log on to fox8live.com and click on the Heart of Louisiana.